Oh.
Self-destruction initiated. You have 5 seconds.
Did you know that 50 Cent is not the king of New York because he lives in Connecticut? You know who said that?
Fat Joe?
No, Jadakiss.
Oh, Jadakiss, okay.
Yeah. Top 5 dead or alive. Quoted right now within 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Quoted?
Top 5 dead or alive rappers. Go.
Rakim.
I fucking knew it.
Mm-hmm.
Who else?
Jadakiss.
Nice. Who else?
Big Pun.
Ah, man, Big Pun is always in your books.
DMX.
DMX, baby, baby. Ice Cube.
Oh, man, this one's hard.
Before we start, I have a different question. West or East?
East.
Ah, fuck, I knew it. You fucking hardcore pussy ass grammar correcting cock. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe J Movie So Awesome. I'm Joe.
I'm Won-Jin.
Hey, this is our 5th episode of our Alien review series. Now we finally come to the 21st century, where we're gonna review Ridley Scott's Prometheus, which is, Won-Jin, let's be honest, we watched this a lot.
Yeah, and I remember when it was announced, we were so hyped.
Yeah.
Because it had been so long since the last, official canon
Definitely.
Alien installment. I mean, we did have, Alien versus Predator and blah, 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 blah. But this really had nothing to do with the original Alien timeline and the storyline.
Can I say something, Won-Jin? I rewatched this movie more than 30 times. I fucking love it. Is it perfect? No. And I'm going to come out the gate right away. I put this movie right after Alien and Aliens. How about that? What do you think about that?
I think it's fair.
You think so?
Yeah, I would also think so, yeah.
Because I put this movie above Alien 3 and 4, but not above Alien and Aliens. But this movie, God, so much to talk about. Just the visual genius.
It's like we gave Ridley Scott from Alien 1 all the modern tools to realize what he wanted to portray.
Mm-hmm. Yo, but remember that scene when they land on the planet, on the moon, and the sandstorm comes, and there's a mountain with a human skull shape. That's directly from H.R. Giger.
Oh, really?
It's in his art book.
Okay.
So, for people who don't know, I'm a big fan of H.R. Giger, and when did you know this about me? Because he's also a fan, but he never read his portfolio. A lot of Prometheus artwork is from H.R. Giger's other works that Ridley Scott decided to adapt this time around. That's why you see those the human statue with metal things.
Yeah.
No, that's from H.R. Giger directly. Ridley Scott multiplied it by 100 and put it in the film.
Okay.
Because beside, Won-Jin, the funny thing is the H.R. Giger art, the alien is just a very small part of his oeuvre. The other ones are human, industrial, techno vibe. So his actual work is more about humans and metals and sex. The alien is just a small part of it. And Giger didn't even name it Alien or something like Ridley Scott did and the creators of the first movie. But this movie brought a lot of that element to the surface. Because remember, when they first go into the scientific base or temple, we don't know what it is.
The dome.
There's so much
Ichanong, what's up?
What's up? Ichanong in the building. I love the movie too. We love it too. Void of Parrot. I'm a geologist, says the guy who accepted the mission to explore a different planet looking for aliens. That character was comically unreasonable. God doesn't make straight lines. Yo, Void, if you want to talk about the stupidity of the characters, let's talk about that in about 15 minutes. At least let's praise the movie first. Because I was about to go into the visual genius of it. So, the planet, the design is just so well done.
And it just gives you this feeling of awe.
And it gives me Cambodia vibes. Because remember, in Tomb Raider, they have that temple with a lot of human faces, right?
The Ankor Wat.
Ankor Wat?
Yeah.
So the planet they go to is a space version of that. Remember how many, like, human faces?
Yeah.
Oh, like, but they're designed in Greek, like, god ways. The way we remember, like, Roman Hellenic artifacts left to us. But they're merged with the ground, just like ancient societies. Like, the visual design of this movie is just genius.
Even the special effects, after watching this again for the first time in a few years, I was genuinely like still
Surprised.
refreshed by the use of those hologram recordings. That shit was cool. Yeah. Like, who came up with that idea?
I think it's Ridley Scott because he tried to bring the iPad element to it. Oh, I just want to live inside the escape pod. 'Cause you don't want to get out of there, right? H.N. I agree. Prometheus was super weak. Void of Prayer. Visually, it was great. Soundtrack fits well, and thematically, it had potential. No, but guys, like I said, before we go into the writing and the atrocious plot and story, let's get into the... No, but it was like a big theme movie.
And to praise the movie a little more, my favorite part from Alien 1, apart from the claustrophobic terror, is when the crew, they look around the alien ship. And even after watching it so many times, I still feel into this like mode of like fascination. You know how they like look through all these like the cockpit and this enormous alien.
Yo, by
with
the way,
chest
guys,
burst.
Won-Jin said the exact same thing to me 20 years ago. Like, this motherfucker's favorite scene is the alien, like, after 30-minute mark on the planet. Just the mystery of it.
Yeah, and it really is very, very awesome. It's as if you are in a very dark alien, like scary Indiana Jones mode. You're finding this like secret artifact. And Prometheus, it feels like this on steroids.
Yo.
Because like ever since arriving at the planet and walking into that dome.
Hey, Won-Jin, I'm going to cut you off because these guys are shitting on the movie. So I want to say this. Guys, can we agree that... Hey, Won-Jin, let me ask you a trial question. Can we agree that the first hour is more brilliant than the last 15 minutes? How about that?
Yeah.
You agree with me?
Like even starting, they don't even have to go to the alien planet. You know, when I was watching this movie for the first time, you know, when they found those like cave paintings and they figured out these like paintings all had like the same star drawn on. That I love that shit.
So can we agree that the first hour before shit goes to shit is good? How about that, guys? Because I agree. Prometheus was super weak. Visually, it was great. Soundtrack fits well and thematic, but it lacks dimension. It's so superficial. I felt like I was watching a trailer every single time. Zizzy, I thought you were Alien 10 giver. What's up with this? Void of Parrot. They should have toned down their interpersonal conflicts and focus on exploration mystery aspect. Really has it for great men types. Oh, Void agrees with us. So Won-Jin, like the first hour and the last 15 minutes was amazing to me. When they tried to write in the human conflict, that's when the movie messed up. Like, cause
I don't think the movie needed that conflict.
Yeah, okay.
I think it would have been even more amazing if they solely focused on David.
Oh, so that brings up a good question, though. Do you think there were too many characters? Because they gave... The reason why I say this is because... I'm sorry to cut you off. They gave focus to them, and then they written them badly, and then killed them. Like...
And I don't think... As characters who were supposed to be killed off easily, they didn't have as much like representation as other characters we saw in the first or second Alien movies. Because they all represented something. Remember, there were like this class element and so on. But
no, but this one is different from the other aliens.
Yeah, this
though,
didn't
man.
have any of those.
They kind of ignored it completely. I think this one had more to do with Elizabeth and her relationship with her husband. And I think because Won-Jin, here's the problem though. You and I, we watched the Alien Covenant, so we know the couple element is also huge here. And I think Ridley Scott just really wanted to direct a movie about gods and parenthood and marriage, and Alien was just sprinkled in it.
Yeah, it's. I think that's more accurate way of putting it. But what I did like about this, compared to the other Alien movies that we grew up watching, was this focus on the droid. Because,
David.
yeah, this is all about, like the creator complex, like the God complex.
God complex.
Yeah,
Perfect.
you cannot stand someone else creating you.
Because the humans are showing the same flaw as the David does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God! Wow! Hey, guys love this movie. Boy, they should have toned down the interpersonal. Yeah, you said that. Zezzy, let me say this: Alien 1 was down to earth vibe, rat in the den, oxidated future vibe with rust and reality. Prometheus is not Alien; it's literally, let's show off we have shiny IKEA furniture. Yo, Zezzy, you have some strong opinions. I don't understand your grading criteria. You need to explain. Because hey, Won-Jin, you and I we kind of enjoyed Prometheus, no? Void Shaw's partner. Oh, it's Shaw. Elizabeth Shaw. Shaw's partner should have been dropped. You didn't like that, huh? There were too many elements that didn't connect fully. That's also true. Okay. Since guys want to talk about that first, let's go to that. The writing was atrocious. The character building was really bad. I felt like some of the characters should have like disappeared, and they should have focused on Wayland and Charlize Theron character more, like that, because that was the interesting part.
And it's kind of sad, like you said, it's very poorly written because it hints us at this, like the father-daughter conflict, and we know that there's some like bad blood between the two. It never goes on to elaborate on any of this.
I think they should
So why did they even hint at this if they weren't going to cover it?
You're going to agree this right away. Do you think there should have been a director's cut to this movie?
Yeah.
I
would love it.
say that.
I think we need like 15 or 20 more minutes of something.
Yeah, because they did really. Because I saw the Blu-ray version or whatever, and they had like more cuts. Those things did help. Shaw getting pregnant, partner dies, and on the other scenario, they were focusing on finding gods of humans. Oh, Walker just got home safely, boys. Let's talk about Trish. I was watching Operational Repo. Have you guys seen the show? Oh, we haven't seen the show. Have you?
No.
Have you guys seen the show? It's so funny. We haven't seen it, Walker. Charlize wasn't needed as well. Oh my God, guys, I have a request. Let's talk about the positive before we shit on the movie. Because can I say something? I love the engineer lore.
Yeah.
I thought, hey, let me praise the engineer lore. Their design was amazing. Every time they were shown on screen, it was amazing. When they died, I was like, what the fuck? Why didn't they explain more?
Yeah, because it was one of the most intriguing thing in Alien 1, that dead body of the engineer. And I love that this movie has so much attention to an engineer, and when they revealed that there was a live one, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, it wasn't a they didn't look like elephants. They took off the mask and looked like a human
turns
being.
out it was a helmet
or Greek god.
And it was so amazing when we get to like learn about these engineers. And also, we also have to remember, after watching Alien 1 when we were kids, we got to play this game called StarCraft. And there is this creator race called the Xel'Naga. And when we see these engineers, we know what we're reminded of.
Yeah, we're kind of thinking about, like, and that has a long history, too. like the founder race. And another thing that was fascinating about the alien, like the engineers were like the black goo element. You know what? One of the problem with Prometheus is, I feel like Won-Jin, the problem is they left too many things to mystery.
Yeah.
Because they wanted a sequel. And the Alien Covenant, we're going to talk about it next week, but I feel like they backed down on it. Because, Won-Jin, I thought the engineers were more interesting than the alien on this movie.
I agree. And I also like their approach of dealing with this very primal form of the Xenomorph. Because, I mentioned it in the previous podcast, but this is, in terms of the alien timeline, this is what happens before everything. So we know that the Xenomorph that we know is not there yet. It's not fully finished.
Or it was there before, because the movie leaves it ambiguous. Remember, they had a mural with the alien.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, there was a Xenomorph.
So that's your speculation, but the movie itself makes it an open question, because we don't know whether the engineers found the alien, or let's call it xenomorph, or they created it. We don't know that. And remember, in the mural, the xenomorph is in a Jesus.
Yeah, with the arms spread out.
So the problem with this movie is it's like a big tease. Like, they don't explain any of it. Avoid apparent. Also, the tech sort of undermines the world building when you consider the timeline of Prometheus. Don't get me wrong, I liked it, but it does break the lore. Yeah, I mean, if you want to consider this before what happened to Alien, huh?
So there are a lot of loose ends with this movie, and that was like one of the biggest annoyance for me. I was hoping that it would be resolved in the Covenant, but we'll talk about that next week.
Yo, fuck all of y'all. Why? The moment we start talking about this, you guys are like, I've been waiting to shit on this movie. Let's talk about some positive. Was it a visual masterpiece or not?
Absolutely.
Yo, when they land,
awesome.
Won-Jin, the favorite scene of mine is when they land on the planet and they see the storm and the desert and then it's the human skull.
And even the ship itself is so detailed. And I love the fact that before they land, when you look closely at the landing zone, there's something that resembles those like Nazca drawings on the desert.
No, that's it's like a landing platform.
Yeah, so every scene is visually appealing, and there are always all these like interesting elements, and like you said, it's very majestic, the landscape and everything, and then like obviously artificial structures are also like super awesome with this human head. Oh man. So it felt like almost something that fans would have imagined.
Yeah, I mean, and engineer design too. One of my favorite scenes is when they do the hologram, they show the engineers running from fear. And that adds the fear element. But one of the best thing about the engineers are they're huge. And they look like Greek gods. They look like Hercules. Oh shit. See, the alien was 20% of the movie. They literally have more Z3X scenes than alien scenes. It should have been called SpaceX instead of Prometheus. When Jin told you absolutely it was awesome, I can tell by his tweet that he told you what you want to hear so you don't get upset. So see, that's not true.
It was awesome. Ridley Scott is a genius in creating something spectacular.
No, but Zezzy, you're wrong, because Won-Jin and I watched this movie around the same time.
And we've talked about this a lot.
Yeah. Zezzy, my favorite part was the holograms. Yeah, those were awesome.
And it also has all these horror elements in the right places. For example, bringing back that head and trying to wake it up, like tricking that it's alive. Oh, that was... Those scenes were so bizarre.
It was. And another problem with the film is the weak writing because they didn't give us hint that Wayland was on the ship.
It was
So
only
sudden.
after like watching it a couple times you realize that it was foreshadowed by having the med pod, and when she tries to have that C-section, it tells that it's calibrated for men.
Yeah.
So that's the only hint we get.
But it was such a weak
Yeah.
foreshadowing. It just
And
came out of the blue.
Even when Wayland showed up, it wasn't as surprising as it was supposed to be. I'm like, okay, so he's on the ship, okay.
Yeah, it was not done well. He just came out of the blue and got like knocked out by the engineer.
With a droid's head.
Yeah, they didn't like. So here's the problem with Prometheus. They threw at us like super interesting ideas without giving any answers to them, and that's the problem with this movie. Like I wasn't sure which. No, but I want to praise Shaw's actor though, like cause she was good.
And when she was in this movie, I had never seen her anywhere before.
Oh wait, I did more research about the lore plot, and what really planned was kind of insane. He wanted to write in Jesus being sent by the engineers who then decided to end humanity when he was crucified. I'm not joking. Hey Void, you know what? I would have preferred if they put something in like that, like cause Won-Jin, here's the problem. I think they couldn't decide whether to commit to engineers or like aliens. And you know, them deciding to make this happen in an alien universe is fine. But I feel like the engineer deserved more screen time. And Won-Jin, I'm gonna jump the gun too. If you go to Alien Covenant, they still don't answer those questions.
Exactly, and that was my biggest disappointment. I mean, we're gonna talk about it next week, but yeah, I was disappointed by the second one. Like I said, they left a lot of loose ends, and I don't really like having those loose ends, especially when they're like baited and hinted. So those should have been resolved. But still, another surprise after watching this after a few years is the fact that there's so much talent in the cast.
Let's praise David though, because you could argue David is the main character. Because in the beginning, remember, he gets like 5 minutes of alone screen time, and that didn't happen in prior Alien movie.
No droid gets so much attention.
Because it makes us think about him, like the way Space Odyssey does, where you get this or Clockwork Orange, where we get a screen time alone with the character, and the movie is telling us that we should think about this guy.
Yeah.
And Michael Fassbender, when he watches the Lawrence of Arabia eat the chip, he's like a kid, like fascinated with these interesting things. And then we get the human character. So this is interesting, the fact that they kind of put us in the creation perspective.
I also love the tonal shift from him being alone in the ship and the moment when the crew wakes up.
Yeah.
Because that's the moment when he kind of needs to be their bitches. I mean, be their bitch.
He's annoyed. Oh, that's interesting.
And I could see that before the crew woke up, he was having a good time. I can tell he was having a good time, like genuinely, he was having a good time. But as soon as they woke up, I can tell that he's treated like shit. And I can see just from his acting, he thought he was superior to these humans. And they treat me, I mean, not me, but they treat Michael Fassbender's character as if he's inferior.
No, but Elizabeth Shaw was nice to him, though. It was her.
Although
husband.
I think in the last moment of the movie, that dialogue probably made him decide that he's gonna kill this woman when she said, "That's because you're a robot and I'm a human being."
Oh my god!
I knew that moment that Michael Fassbender was gonna experiment on her.
That's the Korean in you, though. Because she treated him right.
But still, how dare you say that?
No, because he was acting like a piece of shit in the last 20 minutes.
That's true, but because the humans were acting like a piece of shit to him. So after watching this several times, I don't know, I can kind of empathize with David here. If I were treated like that, I would probably also contemplate and dream of killing them all.
You stop being honest on the fucking podcast. Shut up. No, because Elizabeth Shaw, I disagree with you. Fuck you. Fuck you, grammar corrector Baratheon. Because I felt like Shaw was actually very fair to David. Remember, like, it was her husband that kept insulting him. That was her big movie, I think. Mark Ellen Norrell died, boys. Who's Mark Ellen Norrell? Yo.
Oh, and I also have to continue talking about the talent. Because at the time of this movie's release, some of these actors were new to me. But now looking back at this movie, I now see all these people who later play some major roles in other films. For example, you know that geologist guy that Voight talked about? He was that bad guy from Mission Impossible. What was it? Rogue Nation?
Yo, first of all...
And Benedict Wong, I had no idea that was him. You know, the guy from Doctor Strange?
No, I knew it was him.
But back in 2012, I had no idea that he was going to be Doctor Strange. And when I watched Doctor Strange, I didn't recall this character.
Yo, fuck your happy face about discovering new things. No, let's
and the
fuck.
Oh man, what's her name? Catelyn Stark's cousin or sister from Game of Thrones, the Scottish lady. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was also in this. I had no idea.
She's a very famous actor in the UK already.
And like you said, most of these actors are British, but looking back, I now see
Elizabeth Shaw is Swedish.
Okay.
She was in Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Oh, that's where she was cast in.
Yeah.
But I was also delighted to see all these actors there.
She was also in the movie with Tom Hardy, with James Gandolfini in the gangster flick. She was in a lot of different movies. And you fucker, are you done like getting...
Yeah, so back then I only cared about Ridley Scott and, you know, some like big time actors like Guy Pearce and Charlize Theron. But then now I watch this movie again, I'm like, man, there was some like serious acting power in here. Oh, Idris Elba, of course.
Yo, I thought you were gonna mention your favorite scene. Your favorite scene is Idris Elba telling Charlize Theron, "Are you a robot?" And she's saying,
"It's like my room, 10 minutes."
Yeah, yeah. So I thought that was your favorite scene. Yeah, there were too many like characters though. Without like, they were not written like. They didn't
get enough dialogue or
we didn't care about them that much.
So even when Idris Elba decides to do, you know, like the kamikaze crash into the spaceship, it didn't really feel moving or dramatic to me at all.
But that scene was amazing though. The sound effect, they have a whole ringing sound.
And also like the moment of crash is in slow motion. That was pretty cool. Instead of just going to straight up explosion.
I'm surprised you don't mention Wong. Wong is in there too. He's one of the left-hand men.
Yeah, I just talked about Benedict Wong, the guy from Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, fuck you, grammar corrector. I'm just fucking with you. So, but yeah, so like it has those moments. But the favorite part for me is the alien, like the engineer lore. It just gave us more to like think about and mull about creation and who created what.
Yeah. So I like that theme of this movie.
Yo, Walker, like let's talk about that in about 30 minutes when we do Let's Talk, because this is our movie review. So what else is there to talk? What's your favorite scene and favorite character, and least favorite scene and least favorite character?
I think my favorite character in this movie would be the engineer. He only needed like 5 minutes of screen time to like have my full attention. I'm like, are there any more engineers?
My favorite scene is when he gets on the spaceship. You know that scene where
that cannon thing that comes out that David didn't even know about, because that's such a throwback to Alien 1 too, because that's where they find the dead body.
You know the way it was shot.
Mhm.
Like he knows exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
He gets on the seat
Mhm.
and presses buttons and decides to operate the ship.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's amazing. Scene.
Yeah. So every moment in that alien ship is my favorite scene. And also another favorite character would be,
I love Shaw's character though.
well, actually I can't really think of like a favorite character.
You know, my problem is they didn't write the Shaw and wait. They should have like gave more scenes with the chairman Wayland, like seeking immortality and seeking dominance and power. That contrasts with Elizabeth Shaw, who is seeking truth and reason. Like the one of the problem with this movie is there's no real conflict. I mean, I know Dave. You could argue David is antagonist. That's why they built him up that way in the next movie. But the main, I feel like the main theme kind of escaped us because we need two different main forces to like argue over that. The problem is we have Wayland and Engineer on one side, and we have Charlize Theron, Elizabeth Shaw, and other characters on one side. Like these are looking for there's this sort of camp. But the problem is it's like a fucking spring and autumn period, like 춘추 전국시대, where the engineers and Wayland don't get along, and here the other forces don't get along. So like it was really hard to root for one character.
And before we can settle and decide on who to root for, like too many things happen.
Within a 2-hour
I think
movie.
ZZ mentioned it, but Shaw just gave birth to an like octopus alien or something, like a squid.
Hey, what did you think about that scene though?
That was super shocking and disturbing. I thought it was so well done. Even after watching it multiple times, it's still disturbing. And I can feel like the horror, like the moment she gives birth, she wants to get the fuck out of there. I can like empathize 200%. But the funny thing is, after that, she somehow gets herself to suit up and visit that alien. Like the creator. I'm like, what the hell? It's like, is that really happening? It's like, is that really what you want to do?
Avoid the melding of the engineer culture and tech was interesting. The flute turning on their tech, 3D holograms in space would resemble an elephant head. Yeah, Void. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like I think Won-Jin, you're gonna agree. The world building was amazing.
Yeah.
Like the context of Earth and the engineer culture, except the players on it sucked. Like the lines they got sucked. Whatever. Also, the engineers on the derelict ship in Alien was way larger than these engineers. He was gigantic. Yeah,
that's true. The proportion isn't right, but we let it go.
Yeah, 'cause it's cool as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That was a bit unrealistic because she gets up and starts walking around and running. You know, they could have added like a 10-second scene where they put adrenaline on her or something. Like,
oh, she does use the morphine shot or something.
Oh, she does.
Yeah, but still, I think it's not just a matter of her being able to do it. It's the fact that the movie carried on with it.
Yeah.
So because it was such a major event in the movie, the birth of that alien life form.
And you know what's funny? No one gave a shit about it after it was born.
Yeah, and it just stuck in that room, and everybody else just went to meet that guy.
It's like watching Alien Earth too. Like people's IQ go down when they go to space. Like where's the protocol?
Remember, and Dr. Shaw, don't you care to mention about that thing to anybody?
No, but I did love that becoming a facehugger and like getting the engineer though. That scene was horrifying. Like in the engineer birthing the new creature,
like primitive xenomorph kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh man, like I feel like the conversation can go on forever. How about we give a number grade, guys?
I would give this movie, I don't know. I mean, yes, I do shit on this movie, but I think I would give it a 9. I would give this a 9. With all its drawbacks, I think it's still a 9.
So you're calling it a flawed masterpiece?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it an 8. I agree with Won-Jin's spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let me tell you something. The reason why this movie works, it's not a novel. It's a visual medium.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched this over 20 times again just because of that. The visual brilliance and the way the story carried itself.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going to ask me, was it perfect? Absolutely not. Hey, you guys noticed that me and Won-Jin, we didn't talk about the stupid snake getting the geologist scene. Because that didn't bother me that much, to be honest. Did it bother you?
His stupidity bothered me. Because, remember, you're on an alien planet, and you guys were tense when you got there, even without any life form. You guys were, like, shook by, like, a mummified 2,000-year-old alien body. Now you see something fucking moving around, you don't know what the fuck it is, and you decide to tell it's beautiful and try to touch it? It's like, how stupid do you have to be?
Oh, Won-Jin,
That's what bothered me.
I think you're going to love what I'm going to say. The experience was amazing, but the problem with the dialogues was they got in the way of our experience. When it happened and the action happened, it annoyed us. It didn't it could have been much more safer. Hey, what did you think about Elizabeth's husband turning... No. The Mission Impossible guy turning into the monster.
That was very abrupt and random.
And they didn't explain the black goo properly.
Yeah. So I guess it's inherently, like, aggressive, maybe.
Yo, but don't you think the ending was beautiful, though? Where Elizabeth Shaw takes David. Honestly, before...
And the ship floats away.
Yeah. Before I saw Alien Covenant, I think you and I talked about that at that moment. I was expecting a totally different movie. And Alien Covenant kind of fucked me up.
That's right. Me too.
Yeah.
It was so disappointing.
Yeah. And somehow the alien grew in 5 minutes like others in 10 years without even eating anything. I'll give it a 6. The dumbest part was Shaw removing her helmet. It makes zero sense.
Yeah, what's up with that? I mean, you guys are scientists. You know better.
Yeah, but remember, someone said it's breathable air. So. No, and if you look at it, just because I got black goo and I banged Elizabeth Shaw, that doesn't mean there's an alien in my belly. It was like those. And I think they kind of expected it to not make sense, though. Except the delivery was bad then. And, so one more comment. There should have been more scenes. At least 20 minutes of kind of like Kingdom of Heaven, where they kind of explain the character's motivation more. And
we get like a better sense of who these characters are and why we should care about them.
And they were acting abruptly. And Guy Pearce and Charlize Theron interaction didn't make no sense.
Like, unnecessary.
Yeah. And before we ended, Void's comment about Charlize Theron's not running right. Like, listen, but it's a huge mess, though. I don't think just because she run right, she's going to survive.
She would have survived. She would have survived. Because when we see Dr. Shaw, she didn't even run sideways. She was running on the edge of where it was going to fall. And all she had to do is just roll a few times. And she avoided getting crushed. So had Charlize Theron run sideways, she would have survived no problem.
Okay, fuck you all, Mr. Smartasses. Hey, Zizi, this book has a lot of elements that don't get explanation. That makes it better. You mean this movie? Okay. So Jojin Movie So Awesome gives Prometheus an 8.5.
So it's not perfect. It has a lot of flaws, but like Joe said, I wouldn't have any problem watching this more than 20 times, just from the sheer visual pleasure of the whole thing.
And the new lore too.
Yeah.
The engineer. Let's be honest. The engineers were amazing. Like the beginning scene was amazing. With their weird spaceship that looks like a fucking dish.
Like a dish.
And then they having their own agenda that humans are not meant to understand.
Yeah.
And the engineer just ripping David's head off, like looking at us like bugs.
And we don't even understand what they're saying.
And we don't even know their motivation. They're like, the fuck? Squash this cockroach. Yeah, but they still get stopped by human beings, though. So you can't give it a 9 after you agree with all these things. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Jojo Movie So Awesome gets Prometheus at 8.5. Hey guys, by the way, we might talk about this movie again later. Because we've been cutting off our reviews of Aliens because we got an agenda. But we're going to take a short break and do
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker.
Yeah, we got to talk about Peacemaker.
So this has been Jojo Movies Awesome. I'm Joe.
I'm Won-Jin.
See you guys in a bit. Bye.
We'll be right back.
Grammar corrector. Mushrooms and fucking turtles. What the fuck is up with that? Mario is like a Chinese restaurant where you get to kill all the